It's all right when you've got 20 minutes to go. We've seen it a few times in games, even last season. 20 minutes to go, the game becomes more open, especially in midfield. Sometimes the opposition, especially at Old Trafford, might sit back and look to counter, which some teams have done, and they've gone and got goals through it. But there's always more space for Bruno to get on the ball and move the ball forward. Sometimes he doesn't move it quick enough, though, for me. There was a couple of games in pre-season where I thought he was at his best. First-time balls, one-touch passing. I don't want him in that central midfield area, or especially on top of his back three, and he's taking 2, 3, 4 touches. It doesn't work.
Bruno was giving the ball away yesterday. He nearly caused a goal yesterday because he was further back. He was on the edge of the area. You know, there was several wayward balls from him, okay? But you've just got to look and sort of say to yourself, this team has to improve. But the thing is, it won't improve if players are playing in positions, right, what's not their best position.
Yeah.
And fans out there are critical about it. He might be just experimenting, but you can't experiment as far as fans are concerned. All them experiments were done last year. He should know where he's going to play players, who's his best players and all that. And if he's thinking for the first game of the season against Arsenal at Old Trafford that Casemiro, at his age and no legs, is a better player in that position than Ugarte, then you've got to say to yourself, he doesn't trust Ugarte. So why didn't he do anything about it? Why hasn't he gone and got a player in to replace Ugarte? Because he wasn't going to replace Casemiro because he believes Casemiro is a better player than Ugarte. That's how it looks to me. That's how it looks to me, and I think a lot of fans out there have discussed it. I've seen a few comments going, why is Ugarte on the bench? Casemiro's not the long-term future here. He's not going to last the season. And that team, what should have been on the pitch, should have been the first team, the best team, and I don't believe it was.
I thought some positives, though, yesterday. Mason Mount. I thought he had a really good game, Mason Mount, not just with some of the touches, his passing going forward, but his defensive work as well, helping out, tracking back, and Cunha and Mbeumo as well. I think they're going to be real positives for us going forward this season.
Well, there's a different ability in Mason Mount, tracking back, helping out in the defensive duties. He doesn't cause chaos. He doesn't do any wayward passes.
Simple. Everything simple, gets the ball ticking over, moving.
That's right, and that's the difference with Bruno. Bruno seems to want to take that extra touch, and he got caught a few times. And if you look at last season, the same again. So maybe that's fitness, I don't know. Maybe that's just Bruno's style. But for me, we've got a lot of improving to do on yesterday. Both sides have got a lot of improving to do, but the signs are good. And I'm positive going forward. I'm just disappointed. I think everyone's still disappointed and on a downer from yesterday at the goal we conceded. It just reminded them of last year, and we just thought we'd moved on. And that's the bad thing about yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, a draw. I think if a draw would have happened yesterday, I think everyone would have come out the ground bouncing, saying, "Oh, did you see how they played the system? The back three did well. This did well, and all that." And we'd have overlooked some of the discrepancies. But the thing is, you know, with these transfers and non-transfers, players coming in, players going out, that's what we've got to concentrate on now for the next 2 weeks. And United just improving and making sure they get 6 points. And then there's an international break.
You can clearly tell, though, yesterday, even though I think Mbeumo, Cunha and Mount played well, we need that centre-forward up there. We need that focus, that target man in Sesko, and he needs to get match fit as soon as possible. And let's hope he starts against Fulham.
I think when you look at Cunha and Mbeumo, I think it's going to, you know, I can't wait for it to click in where players are in tune with each other. And these are two really good footballers. And the quicker all the players around get in tune to what Cunha needs, what Mbeumo needs, you know, I think it's exciting going forward, to be honest with you. Mbeumo,
yeah.
I thought, really, he should have took a few more free kicks. His left foot is lethal at delivering the ball. But I think he failed once or twice with a few crosses yesterday. But it's the first game. I don't think he's fully fit, nowhere near fully fit, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but as soon as the rest of the team gets in tune to Cunha and Mbeumo, and then, you know, we've not even talked about Sesko. The more game time he gets, after that international break in a few weeks, he'll be fully fit, ready to go. I think you'll see a different United, to be honest with you. I think we've just got to fight through the next 2 games and get the points. And I don't think it's about the performance. It's just about getting them 6 points.
I want to see better delivery, though, from all the players, though, in the forward areas, especially when we've got a lad the size of Sesko and his aerial ability. But let's wait and see on that. We've got an Arsenal fan in the chat. Zay Miasi, thanks for your super chat. We were awful yesterday and still won. You will have to improve to return to London. Cunha and Mbeumo look good signings. Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, well, you know, you weren't awful. I think what you did a professional job. And I don't think anyone is actually sort of like saying Arsenal did well. I think they're saying they were under par and they were lucky. I don't think they were lucky. I think they did a professional job. I did say yesterday, how many fouls were they committing? They were stopping the game and then they were regrouping, getting behind the ball. And that's what they did. They crowded it out. They tried to limit United. And I think they just tried to catch United out. They knew they weren't up to 100%. Fully fit and all that, and it's early days for them, and I think they did a professional job, right, protecting a 1-0 lead and then hoping to try and snatch the second goal to relieve the pressure. So they just battled, and I think that's what it was. I think the creativity wasn't there, and I didn't see Saka at all yesterday, and he's the most exciting player for Arsenal. So it tells you what Arsenal did. It was a battling performance and it was a professional, and all the dark arts were out there from Arsenal, and we've seen that for years and years with them.